do we go with this? Gecko. Dude, I like the teams that are leaning into a bit of Sage at the moment. Sage is cool.
Having that Sage as that sentinel, sure, you
Sage
get to block off,
Sage has a
slow
lot of
down some
potential on
those
this
choke
map
points,
for sure.
but you
I
don't
liked
get
what
that
Paper X were doing with the no
ability, and
duelist
then you
comp.
also only have that fade.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be strong enough. You know, also the lacking of the flashes and all the combos that you can do. I'm really surprised because probably they have some ideas that we're going to see implemented. Now, are they going to expect, you know,
He's got
that
an eye
double
for it,
controller
Bacon. That's all I
also,
can say, man.
with the Gecko supporting someone that we already know to be a stellar duelist.
Yeah, and also how nostalgic Magnum on the Cypher. We've seen that before, and it's time for us to go into Sunset, the first one here in VCT EMEA, and throw this back.
Laza, hello mate, how you doing?
Peel.
How's things, Laza?
You don't need to do it. It's fine.
Stop making Peel happen. It's not going to happen.
That's what I like to hear. Now, yeah, a whole new battleground in front of us now. Again, I caught a little bit of a look at this through, I think, Game Changers at points. Played it a handful of times, but it's a little new to my eyes here, right? Like, I'm quite
KCORP on
surprised
defense,
that in
Giants
the
on
opening
attack.
series that we've got coming out, you know, the first look at GIANTX,
Omen,
they've opted as this is the map they're making a
Viper,
statement on. This is the one they've
Raze, Gecko,
come
okay.
into first and
And
foremostly,
then-
hopefully with a plan in mind. But thoughts here? What's caught
So
your
the
eye?
only
Is it the map
Sentinel
choice?
being-
Is it the
sure.
composition? What's
The only Sentinel being
where are you at?
Well, this
Sage
part of
is interesting.
Sunset is just like Split
Oh
2.0.
my
This is just
goodness, they
BS
really
there,
are
right?
just
And then it's kind of like
taking my role. They're trying to- Chad, they're trying to
meets
remove
Split
me.
with
Yeah.
like you have that middle. You kind of like want to push back
I
A a little
know.
bit, but the Sage pick is interesting with the
Can I-
bridge.
wait, have
They're
I
gonna
got a
be
yellow
really
on this as well?
explosive here on all the rounds.
Yeah, there we go.
basically, they have to be.
Okay, well, already site take beginning.
Okay, lovely split over towards here.
And
Cypher Trip is
it's
still there,
free.
so
They're
they
not gonna
might
have much
know if
trouble.
they go
It's
heavy
just
over towards
what's
market,
the
or if they
replay
go
gonna
heavy
look
over
like?
towards
Yeah,
main.
it
Okay, at
is
least
kind of like
find the
running
trip.
back to almost
No
map
kill on
one.
that
Yeah,
one.
exactly
How on
that.
earth
So
are they going
very
to try and go
similar
through this?
scenes
They've got to
in
break
this.
2
Looking
bits
to
of
be
the
at
wall.
forefront of this, though. Tomasi going to take the
Lovely
contact
stun.
and take down Fatinho. Blind
Keep
work
an
from
eye on
Mickey,
the
but he
Omen
does
luck
get
to
Magnum
walk.
down, but
Wait,
it's all
what?
Carmine Core
Shin
until
just
then.
one pop to the
Cloud with
Omen
a
luck at
terrible
middle.
surprise. Tomasi and Narrate going to go down and fall for it, but it's Hoodie
Wait.
left in a 1v2.
I wonder if
Playing a little
Redgar
further away
missed
from this.
there.
Still has Kit to play with as well, but he takes
Oh
a
man,
glimpse.
chat, if we get a
And
replay of
Shin
this
gonna take it
mid-duel,
on
I feel
both
like that is
hands
everything, by
every
the way.
day of the week.
It was looking really good for the attack, getting up through middle for free, getting through market, getting that Sage wall down. But
Shin,
it
in
was
my
just so
opinion, got the most
interesting. They
important kill.
lose the
Obviously, the one at the
duels
end
with
is
Carmine
important,
Core
but
coming through a narrow choke
do
point,
we see
through
it?
a narrow wall. How does that happen? How are they
No,
not
we
able
didn't
to
see it.
stabilize that? That is crazy. That's just a
I wonder what
testament to
happened.
how good the Carmine Core players are playing individually. They're just hitting all of their shots right now. And if GIANTX wants to be able to win this game, they need to step up their
Handshake.
personal individual game and hit some more shots. It can't be all on Cloud. It can't be on Cloud Nookie doing their like 1-2 combo thing. They need everyone to start contributing and helping stabilize here.
Yeah, time to wake up because, again, if you roll your mind back to the start of the first map, at least it initially looked quite good for GIANTX. They had a good beginning on the first go of things, and then obviously we saw
Darn
the
if
issues
anyone
start
decided
to
to
begin,
face this
but that's
one,
neither
we
here
get
nor
over
there. This is a bit of a
towards
wake-up
main
call
and
because
make it a
Carmine
free
Core
orb
not
at
going to be
least.
letting off the gas at all. They want to carry on as they were before. Now this time around GIANTX,
Yeah, I think they upped the
casters.
casters
This is just
slightly.
a fact-finding mission, maybe get the lay of the land, kind of see what you're up against, see what's out there, and just go through the protocol list, and that's going to give you nothing.
They have no smokes to work with. It's like this. The round's probably going to be lost anyways. But what you want to do,
Well, they have no
objective
smokes
is
to
get
work
the
with.
orbs, try to
True.
get a couple of kills, and maybe take away some weapons, take away
Yeah,
some
and
shields.
this was nice.
But
And the
right
rate
now,
did
that-
good
I
to
mean,
push forward. We see the
looking good
normal
for
stun
Neri,
from the
looking good for
breach getting
Carmine
into
Core.
this corner.
I don't know what's happening in the camp
Letting
of
him take A
GIANTX.
control
Why is
coming back,
Redgar
and it's
walking
just
out
the
there?
most
This is like
common.
reminiscent of Nookie, just like walking up a
Drifting.
ramp.
Most common
This is like,
retake over
just do
towards A
something
main.
together and have like a
Or
game plan
reclear, I
that
guess we
shit.
should say.
We lost pistol. Oh no. Okay, we purchase up the Sage wall. We
Why is
have
the
a chance to,
why is the
like, if
KCORP
we
comp
get an opportunity, we can win
not
this
normal
round.
and
Why
bind
would
or
we
split?
just do something where we just throw away our chances
Wait,
right now?
why is the
when we
KCORP comp
have-
so normal,
we
not
can
like
come
the
back and
bind or
it's
split
not
comp?
over yet.
30
Yeah, and
seconds
I
left.
think
mean,
seeing these frustrations
sometimes
early
you
season
don't have
one,
to
could
you
say,
don't have to
hey, we
reinvent
can
the
fix
wheel
this
all
sort
the
of stuff.
time.
They can, you know,
Like it's
reshape a
there's
couple
7
of
maps,
things,
especially
sure.
when we
Just
had like
worrying that
3
we're seeing
weeks
it in
once
first
the
game of zone
Sky
instead
got
as well, that these sort of problems aren't
nerfed.
something
I
that
think it's
take
good
a
to
million
have
years to fix. It's almost ethos coming into it.
some
10 more
classics and
seconds.
some new
So they're going to try and
stuff
make
that
a
you
go of
want to
it, see if
try
they can
out.
get that plant down, maybe get themselves building up.
We get a plant at least. Let's see if Hoodie can get any kills.
Towards that one. So that's in. Any more is a bonus. And I don't think they're going to get much out of it here. I think we're down to just
The
one.
lovely
And then
retake smoke as
still
well.
individual even to the
Doom
very
Bros
end.
was using this one in our
They
Premier
got the orb
games.
from the spike plant, but only one player took damage.
Yes, with this smoke, it
from
feels like it's a
Carmine
lot
Core
easier to
there.
flood out
Everyone
over
else, they
towards
kept their
spawn,
light
and
shield
kind of means
or
that
their
anyone in
heavy
that
shield.
area is
So
just going
not
to
a
get
lot
ticked
of
down as
economic
well.
damage. Sure, we saw the orb being placed, but that was pre-placed. We need to see, when you're on an eco round, you need to start doing something that, okay, this round's lost. How can we set ourselves up for success in the 3rd round, or the 4th round, or the 5th round? And that means getting closer to your ultis. It means taking away the economy so you can finally break the economy of your opponents. We're not seeing that.
Who's
from
in the
GIANTX
coach
in that
Premier
round.
team?
We're just
The
seeing
2
sloppy
Heretics
play and just,
coaches,
like,
Doom
mentally
Bros.
checking out almost.
We got,
so they need to
We
work
got
this round.
Milan
They
as
need
well
to grind it out.
on
They need
standby
to
a lot
win
of the
it.
time.
And we can't see
And
any
then
sloppiness this
we
round.
have Imi,
Okay, well,
and then
you heard him.
Mini. And we
RGL
have
Steel
no time
telling
to play
them
any
what to do.
games
Let's
because
see if
everyone's
they're
too
up for the
busy.
fight, though. This
So
is
we had our time
I'm
in
worried.
the
It's
off
worrying
season.
signs, but it
Lost
doesn't mean
every
it's
we didn't lose every
over,
game,
so
but
it's all good. Coutinho,
we lost at the final
the one
hurdle every
who's
time.
a little bit of a problem as everyone else did back away a little bit. Left him a touch isolated, but no punish off the back of it. No one from Carmine Core overextending, looking to maybe follow up from that early contact. And I'm kind of curious to see how they work this map. Again, a lot of pressure shown, a lot of presence shown towards A. Yes, they pumped the brakes, considered maybe
Who's Milan?
testing out, is that
Assistant
rotation there?
coach
Is
for
there that
Giants.
flank coming in? What do we do now? But a minute on the board,
Also
and there's
assistant
been no
coach
attention
for
shown towards B.
Ascent
Already the rotation from Carmine
in
Core
2021.
It's kind of looking
when they
like
won
their
champs.
start of rounds on split a little bit, taking the space aggressively at the start, pausing, waiting for their ability to come off cooldown, and then the big hit comes.
Damn.
I want to see if they stick the landing on
The
this one.
lovely
Coutinho gonna
nade
try
on
and
this.
bail him out
Actually, a
on the first.
pretty
They're good
nice
for
sight
from
here.
Nuki. And again, keep
Yeah,
in mind,
this is
this
cool.
is full rifles against a little bit of a shaky purchase on the other side because he's going to be just still in that bonus situation. Tomasi's still going to find Hoodie. Good timing from Redguard to make sure that stems any problems that could have built from that. But it's Magnum now, and it's Magnum gone.
No ADS on
GIANTX,
this? Okay, this
3
is a nice
standing,
side hit though.
not in place,
Be scared
and they
to
weather
maybe
the
give them
storm.
as much
Yeah,
map
that was
control
really
as
well
we've seen
played
that.
by them. So what they do at the start of the round is they take first a lobby control. They make sure, hey,
Last game of
if
the
you're gonna be
evening?
aggressive
Yes.
here, get out of
Yes,
here
it
because
is.
we're coming in and we're going to come swinging.
Next
If you're
is
close, we're going
Pacific.
to put you in the dirt.
As
And then
new
it
KCORP
pushes
team
them,
looks good.
Carmine Core into playing a defensive setup on A site.
Does
And
look
what that
good.
does is after
High
enough
hope- oh
time
my goodness.
develops, GIANTX, they
Got high
get
hopes.
their stun back. They get Fade Eye. They didn't use it, but they have the abilities. They have the nades, and they funneled Carmine Core into these very narrow spots. And then, boom, the hit comes, and there's nowhere to go. They just get crunched on.
And I wonder if they're going to try and set this precedent every single time. I want to see how committed both teams are to try
We
to
at least gets
get
info that no
A
one's
control
pushing
early
this
on.
over
You can see
towards
bodies
this. They
behind
kind
on
of set
both
one
sides.
person up
Utility,
and then they can heavier
both sides around,
rotate.
but a fast
Giants feel like they
rotation.
could.
This is different. Early glance towards
Giants
A,
feel
yes,
like
show
they
bodies
did
to
a
it, but
bit
look
of
at the
pressure
pace
over
at which they
towards
are
A,
eyeing
and then they
up
can fast
that
hit
B
B.
site.
And this
Already,
wall
they're
is
gonna
doing
note this
bits
one.
at the moment. I like the
Magnum,
fact we can swing
red
off
alert.
this as well
See
at the
Nuki
top.
already trying to turn the screws a little bit. If it's Magnum's connect,
Magnum did
that's really gone.
fantastic to get
And
that
now
kill,
down to
and
the
this
remaining
smoke
few.
is
Carmine
really
Core all
proving
too ready for this, though.
how good it
And
is.
now it's
I
starting to
really
wane in
like
numbers.
this
You've
smoke
got
at the
Coutinho,
moment.
Redguard, and Cloud still trying to catch
Just
the
makes
ball,
you
still
feel
trying
so
to
much more
punish a
comfortable
little here, and
backside.
Way overextending. Cloud going to get picked up. No plan yet to be had. No safety to be had. CT still very much open. Redguard overwhelmed. There's been
Oh,
no
Magnum did fantastic
opportunities.
here, and again,
Magnum,
just
that
the
was
safety of
clean.
this Viper
Anyone
smoke
focus on
on
Boba?
defense is
I just
allowing him
start of
to
the
just
round
feel
plan.
so
What's
good
GIANTX
back aside
trying to do?
when
Oh,
most
okay,
people are
let's
just
show
getting
our
pinched
presence
out.
over at A. But then they hear, hey, Raze is satcheled up. Hey, Gecko's done this. Hey, okay, they're playing pretty aggressive on A. They were going to originally like walk back into middle and try to like play the round out slow, wait for that second interval, but they realized, hey, Carmine Core's close A. We have this opening at B. Let's take this timing. But as they're running over to B through market, actually Carmine Core is beating them on the rotation. They're getting to Boba and they're able to fight before Giant is able to get into the site.
Okay, fast strat on this one. They kind of forced into it a little bit. We've got the Stinger out for Redguard. Takes the hit on this one. Cloud has his ult. Nuclear 1 away from his ult. Hoodie 2 away. We triple stack.
Does look as though GIANTX are going to be trying to back
Do they
this up.
expect
Do
the
they
guy in
expect
the
second
ult?
body?
Boy.
They do. They still check Coutinho. Great to find Martin.
Yeah,
Shin
he
tries
did
to
so
hold
much
it down.
damage to the
Hoodie
other pass, and he just
out
really wanted
and
to swing this
completely
one. Do they
overwhelms
expect
them
the
in
extra
end.
person?
It's down to Massey and Magnum, and this
Nicely
one's looking
done.
lost. A 1v3 is a lot to ask of Magnum here.
Yeah,
Bit of a
dismantled over
bloody
towards the
battle
side
to
of
begin
him.
with, really. GIANTX happy to brawl out this time, though.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now for Magnum. Not a situation you want to be in, but if you're able to get the first one,
Oh my god, and the ult to follow. This is a little scary to me.
Oh.
Oh my god, he's got a little
Almost.
angle, a little gap.
Yeah, I
Could've
actually
been
felt like he
everything. Cloud
didn't
is
know
gonna
about
catch
the
him.
angle there.
No full diffuse to
He was
come
more
in,
aware.
but
I think he
nice
probably
roll,
actually
but
gets that
could've
kill.
spiraled drastically
Good
out
nice
of
try.
control.
Good
I
damage.
like how Cloud Cloud isn't afraid to use his ultimate in that situation, most people would be like, hey, like, we're going to win this round 3 versus 1. It ends up being a 2 versus 1. You don't have to use an ulti. It's good. You want to secure this round. You have breach ulti for the next one. You need to start stringing rounds together. And right now, what we're going to see is the economy is very brittle right now for KCORP. If GIANTX wins this round here,
has
they
his
reset KCORP's economy. They put them on an eco.
And yeah,
So
this is a massive
ultis,
impact round. Here we go. Here we go. Big swing round.
Online,
We go fast into this one. We've got 5 people that can't buy. We've got, what, 3? 3 people that can't buy next. Vitinho 1 away from his ult.
Contact. Just on the shoulder there.
Another bait
Vitinho,
setup.
The bait
yeah,
setup's
see if
pretty
they
good, but they look...
cleared diligently.
Yeah, Cloud was on that.
They don't know this time. Martin wanted a bit more, had another bite at it. Narrate actually doing well to continue the trading back and forth. Going to slow down the hit and allow a little bit of a flex to look towards the other side. Red's going to have to be forced to be invested. That's going to be Hoodie back on his feet now. But they know the plan. They've seen the gameplay here.
They're going to
They got a lot of numbers here. 4.
They know the stage res is coming. They come with fall 4.
So
The jump
good.
out.
I love that
Oh
jump
boy.
across.
Oh boy.
His body on
Wait.
line. Narrate was willing to sacrifice himself.
Oh my god.
He's caught so many with that. 2 punished. And now Red Guard going to claim
I thought he was going to get
unbelievable.
3
What
of
a
them. That was
bailout
sick
from
util
Hoodie.
there.
Honestly, that round was such a perfect display of good ability usage there.
Yeah.
We saw first, the Sage in the backlines has the res, lets the team fight, lets the
Nelzinho,
round
lovely
develop,
game.
comes in,
Lovely,
gets the
lovely
res off,
game.
but
Congrats.
we know KCORP identifies it. Hey, Sage has res. They're going to res here. Let's get ready to fight when it happens. They come in, they do the big fight.
Man, if
wide
he
swing
doesn't kill the
from the
first
get-go.
guy there
They
with
win those initial
with
fights,
his
but
bullets,
then
he
the
gets
breach
3 with
ulti,
his
They're
util.
stunned in a corner. They can't swing. They can't fight. Aftershock
That was
makes
perfect.
them
And what a
move
round
into
to put
the
them
open.
down
Nope,
to the
they
eco
can't.
like we
They
were
get
talking about as well.
torn to shreds. Really good utility usage, really good decisions from both teams. It could have gone either way, honestly.
Yeah, that was fantastic to witness. Loving seeing GIANTX stabilize in such a manner as well. As you said, the kind of juxtaposition of the team look, the individual look, and now we're going to have to see what they can do up against these Sheriffs. Yeah, something's
You know, we got some lovely replays of you as well.
Dangerous in these rounds if they can maybe score a couple of points for themselves here. But Plant going to come in, Wall going to go up, and it looks like GIANTX do want to take some control towards that CT side to make sure they take some of that space away. Vitinho having none of what they're selling.
Savage combo
Maybe a
again,
little
minus 80
overinvested,
from
but
the
they want this
tether.
round. And already, Carmine Core actually looking to springboard off that. Hold on, Magnum with 2.
And
the
they pick
upgrade
up
is the
2
right
guns.
form. Now, you can see the investments of the ult coming down. That's going to be Nuki gone. This is now down to a 2v2. Redgar holds the line.
Redgar,
Controlling it,
solid.
does.
Just
Keeps
had
us on
the,
their
I
side.
mean, back against the wall, literally in terms of the Sage wall there. No pressure from
this is the
anywhere
game
else.
that keeps on giving right now.
Lovely
Because
shots.
I
Pretty
don't,
close eco,
I
though.
don't know if I like that.
Good
Raze
news is
rocket
as
push
well,
into
if you're a
Boba
Giants fan, is
Really
they invested the
questionable.
Razor
You
also.
have the sites, 5 versus 5. You can save the ulti. If they come in, they start killing your teammates, maybe. They're about to do the retake. They pop their Raze rocket, the defenders. Maybe then you counter rocket. Do you need to start it there? I'm not sure about that. Because as soon as Magnum gets those first 2 with the Sheriff, boom. Martin pops his rocket. He's on the way in. He gets the Sage 1-for-1. And then that could have been really scary. Redgar bails him out, though, and we're chilling.
But we've had a couple of those now. We had
Yep.
the Hoodie bailout, now we've had the Redgar bailout. But again, for Carmine Core, you're looking at rounds around, which we're not getting, right? That's 2 rounds back to back where you say, hey, they've done really nicely in this regard. They've made it, you know,
Camera's
quite
lovely here.
dangerous, but
Actually spots
even
all of
dangerous
them, right?
mid-walk,
4.
Straight up the guts. Now it's going to give away the game. Obviously, the utility there, the wall to follow. Tomasi doesn't get the full
Can't jump
glimpse,
over it, but he
caught
at
a
least
little
gets
bit
the
of a
info.
pixel moving.
And
They
do we have
know
the
this is
smoke
B
still
here
here?
coming in. Magnum now going to be ready himself, trying to catch that cross. Already, Martin going to catch the heels of Cloud.
Yep,
This is already
smoke is
looking a
still
little bit
here, so they
dangerous.
should be able to fast flood the
Really trying
site.
to lead
Smoke
the
up,
way.
fast
Clear the
flood.
site. Oh, beautiful snap back to attention. Magnum gone down. This should be the gates opening, but with all of that
Keep
noise,
an eye on
all
the
that
Sage
attention,
luck.
Carmichael have players here, but look at this position. Nuki.
Oh, man.
what?
Just had a sense
How
of
are you
it.
turning around on that?
Smoke
baffled
goes
if I'm
up,
Nuki, but it
ult
doesn't matter.
goes
The
in
plant's
as
now
well. A
down.
lot of
Even if they're
pressure
on
for them
both sides,
sneaking
the
out towards
ults are in, though. You
backside.
can already see it. The pit put into play. That's going to make it difficult. Martin on the front line going to send away Vitinho.
Oh, it's a good nade.
Follow up from the utility. Paint Shell going to come in towards this one. Martin trying to
Vision
close
block
that
as
gap
well
down.
to tap the
Keep them
spike.
further away. Keep them at arm's distance.
Oh, they did
Attack on
good
the
damage
spike.
there. Martin down
No
to
one biting.
21.
And there it is. Oh, great work from
1v2.
Shin. Good trade. And Hoodie. Hoodie, there
Oh.
we go. Hoodie the one.
He
The
is
last man
he
standing.
is firing up
The
as
one
well.
to
He's
keep
now
it all
one
secure
away
and
from an
safe
ult.
with the Red Bull
Hoodie
clutch.
is...
So is it Hoodie, Redgar, Hoodie?
Yeah,
Whose
and
turn
that's
is it next?
That's
back-to-back
true.
buy rounds as well,
You can
right?
pick and
If we
choose
ignore
which
the
ones
eco
to
the
be
last
fair,
round,
but
he actually had
every
mad
single
impact on
time you
both
think
the big
Carmine
buy
Core's
rounds.
just on that cusp of something.
So it's
one of
not
these
like it's some
players
eco
is stepping
fragging,
up.
it's huge.
I like the approach
huge
from
impact.
GIANTX there, the vision to kind of put that Sage wall deep into CT spawn to stop the rotations. And we saw what that did. It slowed down the rotations. They were worried about someone coming through middle and flanking through top mid. They took their time through market, fighting that Boba, not letting Magnum take them all out again. And then they worked their way
10
into
to
the
6,
site.
8
And they got
assists.
into the site, they stabilized a little bit, and that Nucky
It is
flank is just
it
getting
is an
caught.
insane
It's
breach
like,
map.
It's pretty unlucky, but it's another one of those situations where it's like, if you wait, if you are the person that's in the lurk spot, that's in the flank spot, you need to wait for the round to develop. It's not your job to take the next step, because people, especially with like the Sage wall being placed at top mid early in the round, they're going to expect something. They're going to expect a wrap around top middle, because that was it was an option. It was available. It's something that they have to consider. So you have to wait. And when the defenders start moving in through Boba into sight, when they start moving in from market into sight,
Forgot about
that's your
Pips
time
and
to
Cam.
strike. You catch them in the back. If you go too early, then they're going to be potentially
is,
looking for you or clearing you
always
out.
spitting
So
facts.
another situation where
Pips, I was actually
Yeah,
surprised
it's
when we
like-
went to
it's
Pips in
unlucky,
there and
but
he
at the
actually was
same
letting
time,
the team
it's also
talk. Normally
maybe a
it's
little bit too early.
normally it's a solid
And
60
my heart
seconds
breaks
of
a little
him.
for Carmine Core in this because
talking-
by,
talking
by
and
my
taking
eye
his
test
moment.
alone, they've just hit the timeout. It was their tactical timeout just now, but what are you meant to say?
Uh,
Because, yes,
Gabri,
there's
no, they
obviously
have
things you
to.
can extrapolate, but
They still have
lot of
a
rounds going away from them,
they still have
arguably in
a
the last four,
third
have been down
person
to
and
someone
first person ops.
kind of almost over exceeding expectation, doing exceedingly well, which is fantastic. Obviously for GIANTX, you'll take it when you get it, but I mean, for the Carmine Core side, what are you meant to say in those sort of timeouts? What are you meant to do? Is just like, okay,
How is
just
this
don't get
nade
1v4.
done? Nothing. How is he
Like,
out of here,
I don't
taking
know
no
what you're meant to do
damage?
in those scenarios.
I wonder if they have to shift their focus from A towards like middle or B.
He's
instead,
eaten
just
so
change the
much
setup a little
util.
bit. 'Cause,
Okay, now he finally goes down.
I mean, again, this round.
Smoke goes up for them to fast
apart from
flood,
maybe Martin,
and that is
I'm
a
not
lovely
seeing
combo
as much
towards the
threat
back of
here.
sight, yeah.
And
The
yeah,
Fade
he's not
Tethers
allowing
at the
much
moment
front to happen.
are
Great
hitting the
as well,
mark.
Building towards the ult. Happy to be keeping this clean. Yet Martin's still alive. How much danger can one man cause? Not a great deal. So at this point, yeah, it's going to be a formality. So comfortable round in the end.
Was just one hero gun into this one. Like we said, the eco. Now we get into another buy round. Another
yeah,
4K
and
for
it's just
Hoodie
like
potentially.
With this composition, double controller, and the Cypher, you're looking at kind of leverage that and play this like super defensive setup. But right now,
Was
you're
KCORP
going
Smolly?
against the Sage,
Okay,
it's
well
gonna cut
then-
off rotations, the
then
Bruce is
that
gonna
was,
completely just
yeah,
destroy
not a great
anything in
combo.
sight. Fade comboing with that, with the Prowlers to clear positions out, the Eye to scan the site before they go in, and the Rocket to be really, or the Raze to be really explosive behind all of this utility. So right now, like maybe you shift your focus, like you're always doing these A fights, but we're never really contesting middle or getting these flanks off. These guys, they don't have a Sentinel, they don't have a flank watch. Do something through middle, try to get in the backlines, try to get behind them and disrupt them. They're just playing so scared right now and trying to stay ahead
Yeah,
of the fight.
it is true.
And go head to head. They don't
We
have
haven't
the
actually seen
utility
KCORP go for
to do this.
anything
They can't
aggro.
stop this exec.
Last round, it was
And it's mostly because they have
really
a
showdown here
Cypher,
after
to be
that
honest.
res. But whether or not they fully commit to this, I'm
Like
looking
if this
towards
was
middle as well, seeing
a,
Red Dark kind of taking
gonna sound like a
the
broken
one-day
record, but
shots,
if this was a
keeping,
chamber and we were
a
getting
little bit of
constant
map control,
information
they
on
can't go
like
those
one of these
instantaneous
points,
stacks, they can't
you'd be more likely
really
to get a
easier
timing and be able
rotate
to
this
have
time,
more
so they
people
could have been
freed
caught,
up to
but now you
push
can see them
and take a
very close
timing.
to the middle. I wonder if they're
Okay,
actually
and
gonna
here we
try
actually
play through
go.
this.
50 seconds,
catch
we
Red
actually
Dot.
take some map control, we push over
Find
towards
mark for
middle.
that.
And do we
Omen
finally get the
getting
flank?
spotted at mid and breaking the
No,
camera
they
might
all
have
rotate to sight.
unironically lost in the round. I'm surprised no one actually committed through for that flank, but they're worried about a flank here.
And again, though, look at the counter side of this as well. The plant's going to come down. They're going to have full CT swing control. If they fancy it, they're not going to. They're holding close to it. But 5v5 post plant, this is miraculous at this point. But we're going to see the utility still in play. The TP taking the cause of paranoia, but it's Hoodie to strike. Martin goes
The
down.
TP
and
here
still
from
stand
Rego
for
is lovely to
GIANTX.
create the
You see
pressure that he's
Coutinho waiting
inside
as well,
his
see if anyone
mark.
dares to go ahead. Able to catch the cross as well, sit passively on the side. This is individual. This looks messy from Carmine Core. They do not look like they've got themselves in the right place here. GIANTX lapping this one up.
Solid.
Gorgeous round from them.
Yeah,
That is
especially with the four-person re-clear at middle, to not have anyone go behind against a Sentinel comp. Sorry, a no Sentinel comp.
Yeah, they look like a
feels
a shell of the
pretty
their former
criminal.
selves, a shadow of their former selves. Because right now we're just we see them on defense of Split, and they're moving together so well, so fluid. And here it's just like it feels like they're playing into their agent role a little bit too much, and they need to be able to detach from that and realize, like, yes, I'm Viper, yes, I'm Omen, yes, I'm Cypher, but I'm going to get a little bit down and dirty. And instead of just like sitting back and playing off my camera or my trips, I'm going to start moving up here. Like what they're doing this round, if they do it with guns instead of like pushing right into tiles, if they wait a second, like that's what they need to do.
Gun down. I mean, they might actually have the most success on this one. They go aggro. They don't have guns to support it, but they pick up the gun at middle. And it's the first time that we actually have pressure behind.
Couldn't be going better for them at the
Oh
moment.
my.
Individual fight by individual fight, and Narrate's going to take that every day of the week.
Yeah, and Cypher can activate on the flank here, and we don't really expect this. Okay, he just decides to lock them in, seeing as his numbers are here, and I think that's a good play.
Me when it works out so well, but you were absolutely on the money. This presence in middle, trying to actually pressure throughout the map.
Martin, 1 kill away from his ult as well for next round potentially.
Something potentially, but it's certainly an uphill battle. Plant going to come in. They have recovered weapons, though not many to be fair. Only one actually on Magnum. I thought they might get a little more.
They're going to get more now because the Sage Wall actually protects them to be able to pick up the guns, stabilize, break the wall, and enter this retake 5 versus 2 together.
Yeah, Narrate now getting the upper.
Lovely from Tamazi, just expecting this push, knowing that they need to try and make a hero play.
Nookie in the 1v5, and we've seen some naughtiness already in this game from individuals. I think this one might be a little bit beyond his reach. It's going to close it towards it, see what it can do.
And that's fine. Martin can pick this gun up, and that was a very nice round, and they actually get rewarded for the aggro.
If they had done this a few rounds ago,
so maybe we see them do it with guns.
They do it here. They still have a chance to end the half 5-7.
Still
so
spitting
it's not like
facts,
the
yeah,
biggest deal in the
fully.
world. They have the Raze rocket going into this round for the defense. It's going to be interesting. We do see the Sage Res.
I also think the Cypher over towards A kind of frees them up to go aggro middle and B as well. So maybe we see a bigger change.
The second half is GIANTX going to do that? Is it going to be the Sage? Is it going to be the Raze? But right now, yeah, it's...
Nuclear has
there's so many
res.
options for both teams right now. I think
We have a lot of
KCORP
ults.
shouldn't do this.
These are very
again.
situational though, but
Raze
Razor,
they're going to
res.
get... I mean, they do have the rocket.
Maybe that's enough. We'll see.
Maybe.
That's the leveraging factor, isn't it? Is that going to be enough to dissuade the approach or even give them that potential advantage at the start? For now, a similar scene, though, that same battleground drawn over and over, this early utility exchange. But already, it looks like Cloud going to be trying to pressure towards middle. That is a big amount of presence he's showing here. Narrate kind of getting
just knowing where the normal
towards A main as well. This has drawn the attention, and Cloud
He did good to,
Martin
he
does
did
follow up
great
eventually,
to
notice it's only
keep
one in
alive from the
middle.
ult here.
This now puts it all on the plate of Narrate. He's got to be so ready. Only going to take down one, but it gives
Yeah,
away the game.
and they're hitting some shots on this one. Everyone had their body as well with the duels.
Closing towards the scoreline just a bit here.
5?
to
Considering
7,
how
is
it was
recovered,
going, I
but
think
it's
5
certainly
is
not
good. They
comfortable.
managed to claim the last 2.
I mean, 5-7 is, it's not comfortable, but that recovery, especially those last 2 rounds, were so necessary for these guys to be able to have a chance closing out this game, closing out the series 2-0 even. But like, I love the reactions that they had there. So I was like, oh, that's A push, is this gonna work out? But I think the second time that GIANTX goes out middle and breaks that trip, it stimulates this reaction from Karmine Core. They say, hey, we've lost top middle info. The tripwire's down. They can go into mid, they can go into market, they can flank us. We have to connect. But what they do is they connect from B and they connect from A. They re-clear mid together and they do it so well.
93% of EMEA pick'ems are already wrong because of the Heretics
and they go
game.
right
That's
into
sick.
just like the trap setup here. Boom. Just lining them up.
The foot copium got us, bro.
Second half commencing.
Nah, man.
And we don't know the reps
They didn't
of
play
these teams, right?
the.
We don't know
They
if
went for a
Karmine
new
Core even
comp
has this really
on
in the map
Lotus.
pool that they'd want
I'm
to
not
be facing
taking
so
it.
early, but I mean they didn't veto it, so there's always the chance to come out. But for
Not
GIANTX,
taking that one.
putting a bit of an early marker on this one.
Still have the wall and the orb not placed from the Viper. It's going to be an explosive hit.
Yeah, looks like Red Guard's going to try and slow that down at the very least. Going to be forced away from this now, so has to rescind away and give up a little bit of that early challenge, but Nookie doesn't. Going to find Martin. Fantastic angle from him. Narrate
Lovely
there,
util
falling
on
as
this
well.
one.
This is lovely work from GIANTX. Couldn't ask for a better start.
Yeah, and I like
Red
this
Guard.
wall.
Nasty with his work.
This multi-purpose
like
wall of
formality
blocking off the
towards
vision, but
Magnum,
also
but
gives
what
you an
one man do,
angle
well,
over towards the top for the
damn
most
good
common
goal.
smoke.
Yeah, Hoodie might be backing now, going, maybe I'll chill out a little bit.
Just kidding.
I don't know, I'm you know, Magnum believer. Let's see.
I mean, the spike's down in the middle of B site. Like these guys,
Paper X were doing
they
this
just need to
also.
play together and make sure that.
Yeah, they
Magnum
had a
can't
lot of
actually
good,
any individual
lot
tools.
of good Sage
like
stuff.
right here, this is really sketchy for Redguard because if Magnum gets this kill, 1 versus 2 is a lot more winnable than a 1 versus 3. You
Absolutely
can't
is.
give that opportunity.
No, I think Redguard might be noticing this. He's slipping back
Yeah,
into
he's
a more
like, "Eh."
tradable position. Just like, all right, guys, I won't actually throw. So he's going to be chilling. Sitting back a little bit deeper. Magnum very aware of this, though, but similar scenes on the other side. Doesn't get noted initially. Cloud
Not
clears
bad.
up perfect start there for GIANTX. They'll be happy with that one.
Yeah, they definitely love it. And honestly, that wingman going out with a spike there, getting denied before Dizzy could blind the defender, that was kind of like the end to the round. It's just like, okay, spike's down in the middle of the open, Sage slow comes in,
As always,
on the
Nick.
slow, people aren't able to move.
Of course.
Like, what are you going to do? You can't even get out of
Full
the choke
eco on
at
this
that point.
one,
So,
and
honestly, with a double controller plus
not
Cypher,
massively
they
wanting
should be,
to be
little
able to
bit
farm
more
on this
slow,
ult, so let's see who gets
fluid.
these
They
kills.
don't have the explosiveness. They don't have flashes. They don't. I mean, they have Gecko. That's it.
That's it,
Like,
yeah.
You don't have, like, on the other side of it, they have
Right there.
just
Prowler
Gucci's.
over towards A, sets up
Redgar's
one
kinda
person to hold all of this, and then we can now free
So
up
does Shen.
the rest of our
I'm
players.
trying to help you out.
Yeah, I know,
You know, like,
but
why
I
are you
already
putting yourself
caught
back in the
myself.
hole?
I already caught myself, though. I belong in the hole if I say that. I've committed to the hole.
Going into this one, though, we are going to be seeing the Sheriffs, the Classics, bits and pieces. It's not a great deal to report for Carmine Corp financially into this round. For GIANTX, you want to see clean slate, though. You want to see them trying to keep this tidy, aim towards that double digit as soon as possible, get up towards 10 rounds if they can. But taking their time here, Carmine Corp, not in a particular hurry. Redguard
Yeah,
tested.
and
They
the
see
two-person
they see the
over
Sage
towards
wall, they're letting it
market
kind of
is
just,
gonna
like,
clean
let it
this
simmer.
one
They
up.
know that,
Who gets all
okay.
the kills?
that happened.
Yeah, no worries, and they will have to fall away. Respect a little bit. There's bodies behind this.
There
But
we
Cloud
go.
stuck
Cloud
around
gets
and
the
Nuki by
majority
the
of them.
side. No
Halfway to a lot of
problems here. This is looking very clean. This is much more of what GIANTX would want to be happening on the first map, but they'll take it here for sure.
BO3 for a reason, and as long as they can bounce back on this map, that's all that really
Easiest
matters.
ban of your
because
life,
They
Lexi.
could definitely have a chance on Lotus. But I do want to see
What the
Carmine
hell is
Corp
this flashbang?
trying to play into this composition a little bit better, knowing that they have all this info denial, putting the Viper wall up and down to deny the info at middle. They know that GIANTX, they
You
only
go-
have the
oh
Sage.
my
The
goodness,
Sage
you
is
gotta
the
call
only
that.
person that
Back
really
to
has
back.
any sort of sentinel abilities. So that wall going up is the only thing that's going to prevent lurks. When you have Cypher and Viper and
Dude, they
Omen
got
on the
us
team,
twice.
You have 3 potential lurkers you have to take care of. So you need to play very proactive and push around and get info a certain way. And you can punish that if you're Carmine Core, if you're spread out, if you're looking for those lurk timings, if you're constantly
The
denying
low bite
info.
is not
So
bad
you need to see
at
the
all from
slower game
Giants.
plan coming out and not giving away too much like information of what you're doing. I like what they're doing here, slowing things down.
Yeah, I feel like they may have heard you. I feel like the
Yeah.
game plan is kind of into effect. We'll see if they can kind of stick the landing once they get to that point, but kind of taking that default around the map, kind of showing a little bit of something, but not too much. Congregating back around towards the spike, collecting that, and it looks like potentially heading back towards A.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have rather them keep more map control before they moved. Okay, they're
Okay,
going
they
back
are
into
going
it. Yeah.
back. All right.
They're gonna do something. They're
Yeah,
gonna like fake.
so they're
this
at
A,
least
fake the
pushing
A
this off,
clear,
and let's
push
see what the
them back,
rotate's like.
Group up towards B.
1,
wait for the
2,
reaction to
and the 3
happen.
players that are
Here's
over
the
towards here.
over-rotation
Omen
back
decides to
into
get
CT
aggro as
spawn for
well.
the defenders,
Oh
and
man,
now
they
it's
got
gonna be-
absolutely played on
Redguard.
this round.
Nice. Magnum
Wingman's planted.
takes down the isolated
pressure
man.
over
That should be
towards
the
A.
green light. That's
Realised they were
open,
setting
ready
one
for the
person
taking.
up.
Aren't going to come down. It's a long rotation on
This
this
was
map too.
a-
It
this was a
takes
lovely round.
time to get back over here. Fortunately enough, you do still have Nuki near enough by. Yes, you still got Cloud towards the CT side, but the other two are still going to make their way over. Utility with Hoodie is still in play. The post plant though, already going to be on red alert. They know that someone's close enough by. Cloud going to try and set something into motion here. Fatino getting very
got no
close as
vision
well.
block. Shouldn't
This
be able
looks
to
like it's
defuse
the goer.
this.
Fatino trying to maybe get some pressure.
Keep
but
an
they
eye
need
on
to start
Shin
working
going round
towards
the
this one.
world.
Gonna force Tomasi
Really
out
late
of the
luck
control
on this as
position.
well.
Forced to fight. The flash is
Should be split.
fantastic.
Wait.
Nuki the one to make the most of it, and now it's a little uncomfortable. The diffuse is starting. Hoodie's not going to be getting off
No
that.
way.
Right away in the end.
No
Moving back to
way,
the
Cloud
only one
is
alive,
a
and the
god.
diffuse in the end goes through Cloud.
His
The
teammates
last
are
line
sticking
of
the whole
defense,
time. He's
and
just
it
dueling
works.
So
everyone.
much trust in Cloud there, but for good reason.
What
He's been
the-
definitely one of these major key pieces. Both maps getting so many multi-frags and great utility usage. I was actually thinking, wow, this round's actually really well played from Carmine Corp. They did everything they needed to do. They slowly worked the map.
Yeah,
They
this
denied
guy's
the
too
info.
good.
They waited out the duration of the Sage wall. If the Sage put the
Okay,
wall
with
up
that,
early, they
we might start
went
looking
back
over
into-
towards
they
the
kept
next map,
control
I'm not
over
gonna
B
lie.
main. They went back to A. They did the fake re-clear. They stimulated Redguard into pushing into B main.
have to do a
fell right into
miracle
the trap.
low
They
by
had the
here.
5 versus 4. They had the site for free. They had the spike plant for free. But then, what do? They all go back into B main.
I was kind of hoping they'd split out a little bit further, take a little bit more of that space. I mean, yeah, it's always a chance of someone near enough by, but still, they'd had a decent enough lay of the land. They could have maybe gone for that, I guess, slightly
Yeah.
riskier fight, but still, I mean, they'd at least held some of that side control.
I think their Viper Orb was towards A lobby to help with the the control of lobby / the reclear. Their Viper wall is towards the middle. They're like, what else do they have there? They use the Raze utility and the Gecko utility to get into the site to begin with. Like, what do you have there for the post plant? When you have a comp that doesn't have a lot of post-plant lineups, you have to get in their faces. You have to just brawl out. Cypher doesn't really have anything. He's just gonna brawl out. Viper, you don't have your orb. Your mollies aren't gonna do anything by themselves. You gotta brawl out. So when you're in this composition, try to split up. Where's the late mid lurk into the market flank and getting the backstab? Where's the person that's been
pretty much
like,
Eagly.
You pushed and faked the A comeback. You did the Omen flash all the way through this line.
Hero
Why
gun.
does the Omen not walk
Hero
through
gun, they go
tiles
against the
and then get a
fade
backstab
ult.
either through spawn or late through market?
And
you
oh
have
my
the
goodness,
opening into B site
look to the
already.
minimap. There's just
So
loads of
we need to
lines
see
there.
them
Same thing from
tighten up in
Giants
those
as well,
types of
just setting the
situations.
one up. We can have the heavy
potentially
rotate,
explore now.
and they
Again, it
just
was
get to
Carmichael's
middle
time
as
out.
the heavy
There's
rotates come in.
just
Yeah, the slow is
so whether or not they
great,
can
just to
maybe,
make sure that we actually
implement
have
something,
time to
but
get
again,
into
by
good
that point,
positions
you're
and they
probably
can
gonna
set up the
imagine that
crossfire.
GIANTX are going to be on 11 rounds. It does become a very uphill struggle from that point onwards, but you know, for the sake of good practice, for the sake of getting those
Okay,
reps in and kind
crossfire
of
is
showing
now
that
here.
capability,
In theory, the wall
why not
blocks
try
it,
out
but as
now?
soon as
But
this
we wait
wall
and
goes
see.
up, this
It
is
looks
going to
like for
get
now,
spammed from the fade, you
description
would imagine, or at least the
given
fade eye
is
goes
a little
in.
bit more mid-pressure.
Speaking of the fade eye, goes
Sage
over towards
actually
middle,
keeping
one
the
person
wall
shot
here.
it.
Gonna use it either reactively or save it for the post plant. They know Sheriffs can't bust down a wall that quick. They don't have any rifles.
Oh, they hit so many
They're gonna
numbers
save-
with
oh,
this.
there it is, reactively.
Yep.
You can't come through here. You have to break multiple
Omen flash
blocks.
missed.
And Cloud so prepared on the other side here as well. They've just funneled them forward straight into his loving embrace. Huge work from him picking up 3. And again, all the threats navigated.
a lot of
GIANTX
kills
just
in 2 rounds for
manipulating
Cloud.
Carmichael around this map. Nothing was really available to them.
Yeah, they had nothing and they got nothing.
Yeah.
They do have the Gecko ulti online right now. If they choose to use it, it could be really valuable. They know that the Sage is playing around top mid / market area. They know the Omen is on the solo B site hold a lot of the
20 to
time. They
9.
know there's a lot of effort towards this A lobby control. So it's going to be interesting to see if KCORP can deny enough info, get enough space and map control, and then utilize that big
They
fish
really
to open
need
up the
to,
round.
the big fish, they really need to make sure that this guy
It
doesn't
can be
get
if
set
you
up
want it to
over
be.
towards A.
Appreciate that, thank you.
This
Better than Peel.
this kind of works.
I didn't come up with that. Harry. I'm as much
Yeah,
of
we
a
have the
victim
smoke
as
to
you
push
are.
him back, but they actually
As
need
it
to make
stands,
sure
though,
they
it
push
looks
him
like
back.
the initial battle for that
Because this
kind
is
of
the
deeper
massive thing right now that
main
is the
control,
difference
A lobby
between both
control
of
is
their
Complicated proactively
defenses,
sitting,
really.
it was until then in the hands
Being
of
able to
GIANTX.
hold
You can already see
A
that
for
Magnum
one
trying to keep a
is
little
too
bit more
strong.
presence
Reinforce
noted
the
over
rest of the
E18,
map.
Trying to draw this around, but it stands
Baited out the
patient
stun.
beginning, yeah.
That was good. The race sees nothing. Omen reacts, puts the smoke down on B. Still, letting the round develop KCORP. I need to see them inserting players.
They're going to go
more
over
aggressively.
towards B,
They
and this
have the
guy's still
Cypher
here
trap.
holding the
What's he
info.
gonna do?
It's
He's gonna
just,
wait for someone to try, like Raze to push through and flank.
just
They're
too
going into
much, you would feel
4-man
like the
B
3-person
main
stack.
hit. They don't have the comp for this. Is this gonna work? They have the fish.
I mean,
It might.
maybe a little bit of
Well,
pressure.
that has
Smoke
to
went
be
up and
a
Cypher
real big
shot a
fish
few
here
bullets.
for Narrate. Let's see what he can get done with this one. Going to try and at least close down already. Basically denied. No even follow-up. Redguard gets away scot-free.
Has
This
a
is
smoke
perfect
as
for
well
him.
if he wants to.
Flood with the fade ulti.
Oh,
Oh no.
dear, this
Yeah,
is
the
looking like
fade
an
ult,
absolute
numbers are
tragedy.
here,
Cloud already
Redguard.
gonna find Magnum. That removes that one backline threat potentially. Now the
Lovely.
swing.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
just
done.
two together
What
on
a
this,
volley,
and
wrap this
honestly,
up. This is all but
the
over.
silent
Tomasi tries
MVP
to
at
make
the
a last
moment is
stand,
just
but this is
Vitinho,
GIANTX
just
with
holding
grip
A on his own.
this game.
Yeah,
Too many numbers
I'm
are
not
on the
sure. I
map.
think KCORP
They're going to
is-
watch this one
I don't
back,
know
and
if
it's
they're
going to be
overthinking
a little bit
things or
painful
they just didn't
because
have enough,
they're
like,
just
good
going to
enough
see this
game plan or
Raze
specifically
holding
what
A
it
the
is.
whole time.
But like, I don't hate the idea of it. They're following the thrash in, trying to get in there, but no one's peeking with it. And Redguard's able to peek out, destroy the thrash, have the smoke up on main, throw the Omen blind, and have his teammates all fled. They know no one's coming through market because that Sage wall's up. KCORP didn't take
7
enough
chances to
control.
close
They
it.
don't know about the Sage wall. They haven't broken it. They haven't made them worry about top mid. They haven't made them worry
if
about
they don't
A.
push
Raze
this
has full
pass on
control
off of
over
A,
You
I'm
need to
pretty
do
sure
something to deny
we're
info
just
or
not.
take map control so that you can actually
just not
split
gonna-
or audible.
Okay, here we
You
go.
can't do these full execs. You
It's
don't
way
have
too
the
late to be
comfort.
doing this, but at least we're
looks
seeing it.
Uncomfortable for Carmichael here. Maybe this map just not quite in the wheelhouse yet. Whereas for GIANTX, it is looking fantastic.
I like this.
Yeah, this is
And,
nice.
Magnum,
I love this.
yeah, how's
Big
it gone
risk.
this far?
Yeah, but it
Nuki's the
pays
one
off.
flying to Tomasi,
And
but
he needs to make sure he gets 2
what the
here.
hell has this man gone here? And he takes
Line
his
him up.
time.
There's one.
Line 'em up.
There's
Should have
2.
a second here too. Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely. Executioner coming towards the site now, trying to facilitate that cross as well. There is still a problem There is still a man here, and it is Cloud. Does this round have its silver lining? Not this time for
Okay,
him.
there we
Now
go.
he's
We
gonna
pushed the
clear him
player
out
off
as well.
towards A, and
That's
then
lovely
they have
work
to
from
heavy
Carmichael.
focus on trying to force him
Finally
back over
exploring
towards
the map a
A.
little bit
Took the
here.
time
Right up
towards
the guts
middle.
through
Lovely
GIANTX
rounds.
leaving Nookie and
Problem
Redguard
is,
with, well,
That's going to be hard to
unpalatable end
repeat
of a
because they're going to
round.
be more aware for the luck over towards mid.
What they're going to do with this one, I mean, you might as well give it a go. Swing, miss, narrate there, happy.
This is a lovely omen
And
flash
now
though,
Redguard.
if she got a good amount.
It's all but done here.
Yeah. Up into guts through mid, Cypher on the flank.
You liked that one, did you?
Yeah, loved it. So the Viper dying there, Tomasi, unironically setting the Cypher up Magnum for that big flank. They thought the threat was dealt with. Hey, Viper through her own wall. Okay, cool.
Done.
Took care of that. And then I guess the cerebralness of Magnum to realize, like, hey, I lined 2 people up. There's got to be a third person here, right? There's got to be someone else defending the other part. We saw the Sage peel back from market to pick up this top mid. Nobody came from A to pick it up. So
6
they're
chances
really
now.
heavy focused on
Still
A main
just
right
don't.
now. There's got to be a third person here.
I
And
just still
this
haven't
stuff
seen
that-
like the enough.
Again, this feels like a moment of reprise from.
We
probably
haven't
the
still
bigger
pushed
issue is
this
that that's
A
not a repeatable
person
round
back
really for
other than
Magnum.
going
Maybe
there
you could learn
early.
something from it.
So
Maybe they
this
could
is a
learn
Giants
little bit
timeout
of
as
something,
well
potentially
after
threatening,
losing one.
pressuring the back lines a little bit
Yeah.
more, getting those lurks into play. But it's not something that's gonna be the instant
That is
salve,
nice.
You know what I mean? It's not something that's
Just
instantly
making
gonna
sure
help
that
out.
nothing
So it's
crazy
still a
happens
problem,
with
bigger
this.
picture. This isn't the big solution. But GIANTX, I mean, they've got timeouts to use. Seems like they want to go for it here. Have, what, 2 ults? Play with, I mean, it's a res and a TP, so kind of scrap that. But still, I don't think it's panic stations, but I guess why not have a chat while you have the time?
So
Yeah,
with
it's
the
in.
res,
What's
they
up, bro?
could definitely opt to do something aggressive at a different part of the
Yeah,
map.
this is
other
the
than
Pipston I
A,
remember.
Because what they could do is they could pick
Bit in.
the player back up. They can go for an aggressive fight, brawl it out a little bit, res them, reset. And that might be the plan here because KCORP just exposed top middle. They've shown that this is a play that they have. They're not afraid to do it. It's, you know, as long as they keep the threat there, they don't even have to do it. But it's
team
going
is
to
looking
cause
better.
GIANTX to think, hey, this
Map
is a
by map
possibility.
basis,
We
really,
have to
but
keep
I
this
think
in mind. We
overall
have
you would
play
probably have
a
to
certain
say
way. If we see this
Giants.
wall, if we see this tempo, if we see this start around. So it's going to be
But
interesting to see
again,
if some
every
things
map
change
should
up here. We
be
do
like
see the Sage on
considered
A this
its own
round.
little
Wait, nope,
unity.
sorry, that's top mid.
Its own little unit on its own. Okay.
Sorry. When things are
wait.
this small, you know, you can't really.
Man, they're really
tell
bringing
what's
out this
going
one
on.
to see over the wall. I kind of like it.
Surprised that's an issue for you.
Oh, we stick this.
TP early. And,
Nuke's
well,
like,
said it's hard to repeat this, but that's
Yeah,
certainly help out
Nuke's like,
matters
hold
for
up.
a whole couple of seconds.
and that's
Walk
probably
into
it. We
B
got no
instantly.
smokes
Yeah.
now. We've only have the Viper
They've
wall,
got
which
the site,
covers
right? Like
middle.
this, you've sacrificed
get over
one for that,
towards the
maybe
B
that's
site as
all
they
you're gonna get,
rotate
but I
here,
look at
though,
that
so
post-spawn. Remember,
maybe.
those post-spawn positions were a real problem for them before. They weren't able
Yeah,
to
okay,
pull
they're
out the site
miles away.
particularly. They were struggling in that regard. Now we have to
Actually,
see if
not
they can
too
maybe
bad.
do better with even less numbers. It was a 5v5 last time, now a 4v5. A couple of
And the
ults,
Viper
some
ult. So the
big
thing about the
ults,
Viper
some
ult over towards B is you can never have a
controlling
Viper ult
ults.
unless
One
someone
to
finds it.
Massive.
Never have a
Martin's
Viper ult that
discern.
covers the
That's
spike
something
and
to
you
keep
have
in
a
mind.
safe spot over towards B
Information
main.
from
So it's
Redguard, but maybe not a
always
great deal of time to utilize
able
it
to get
here.
spammed
Cloud
from
already
some
starting
kind of
to
angle, whether
lean
your
towards the
market
site.
or
Stunner of
back
a
of
shot
sight.
there though takes away Redguard. Magnum on the follow-up this time, scrapping it out here, not letting go of the site at all. Nookie, Fatinho and Hoodie's options are dwindling. I think they've realised that as they fall away. Looks like
2 in a row.
covered round here for Carmine Core after what I
7
didn't
down
think
to
was
5.
repeatable. But Shin, how they're doing the work.
I think what allowed them to do this was GIANTX actually took a gamble there. Why did they take a gamble? They're up 12-6 in this round, right? Or in this situation.
Sure.
They don't, like, they have
No
6
outlaw
rounds
usage?
to play with
Yeah,
where they
nothing's-
just need one
Nothing's
of
been
these
as much as a
instances to
Paper
work.
X game.
So if Carmine Core did this fast A thing, if they did the fast
I'd actually
mid
say
thing to
maybe
flank A,
Forsaken got
they get
more
shut
kills
down,
in
boom,
one
GIANTX
map
closes
than I've
everything,
seen
right?
maybe from all
So
the other
what happens
regions
here?
combined.
Oh, they didn't come into our setup, unlucky. We thought that they were going to try to go for this A split thing again, didn't happen. It's not the end of the world. They still have 5 more map points to deal with. They still have the Sage Res. I don't know why they're not leveraging that a little bit more.
Throw
They
it into the mix.
yeah,
Might as
try
well.
to do something aggressive with it, but they're probably going to put
Colby,
deep wall and B
that's
main
true.
and try
Yeah,
to
we'll
do
take,
another-
I mean,
Oh,
more than Americas and
Hello.
EMEA combined then, we'll
Well,
say that.
there's proactivity to say the least.
the Sage
And-
wall and slow to stall the B hit so that they have time to rotate back in.
Yeah, Pacific
you're already
are
seeing Coutinho
Pacific are
getting on his
outlaw
running shoes, wants
believers.
to get over there quick, just in case. Pressure starts to build, and they're going to try and get the information. Note to player on the site and going to follow up with the ult. Trying to find
But
something.
also, I would
did
say
not
that
connect. It's a
maybe
problem.
some of
Gets
the
away with his
teams
life, but he's
are.
still breathing,
Oh boy.
still standing. That means the res is still in pocket. Patino falls.
There's so many people. Redguard gets
making
3.
a stand and a half. 3
Okay, we still get the ult picked up. We get a plant on the way, so the after plant's really good, but they still have vision block.
Down, it tilts slightly back towards Carmine Core's side, but can they hold this post
What I was going to say is some of the Pacific teams are a little bit looser, maybe less disciplined, so more likely to
As a prowler,
get
there's
picks
a
with the
sight.
outlaw as well, in my
Scared
opinion.
seeing him in these positions, though. I just get a little scared.
He's got the thrash.
I mean, we
Viper
got
mollies.
fish ult.
Should be good, right?
They have enough.
They can just spam this
to
early though.
Stagger.
Yeah.
Here's the first.
Redgar. Wait, Redgar slipped the net.
Oh, okay, they were on it though. They were on it.
That was so tight.
I've got heart
It was
palpitations
close.
of that one.
3 in a
There was
row.
moment where it got a little too dicey, but there's still life.
3 in
the
a row,
Carmine
maybe.
Core's Side, right? This is 3 in a row.
Still,
Now,
don't know.
hey, they had a lot of rounds to play with, right? GIANTX, you said it. They're not in a massive hurry, but you don't want to get into, one, a poor economic situation from this. You don't want to be down on your ults. They're slowly building a couple up here, but if you're GIANTX, when do you worry? Because normally it's double digits for me. If I see KC hit 10, I get a little sweaty.
Probably when it gets to 12-10, you should
Four
think
more.
about really leveraging something. The fact they
Four
haven't
more.
used Sage ulti yet,
What
kinda
he's saying.
scary. Not gonna lie.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
They still haven't. They're just doing their standard setup. The Omen
Yeah,
B,
still
the
have
Sage market,
had this
3A.
Sage res for a little
They're
bit.
not changing anything up here. They're, they know they can't really flank. There's the trap wires. The Raze gets the deep line on A though, and they're just trying to leverage this.
Gotta see this guy get pushed off.
This is the battle that could
He's been
be
so good at just holding
defining if
this.
they
Even
do
when the
decide to
smoke
press that
goes in,
corner.
he's just
There's
been
the
taking
Paradise.
the
Similar
angle
scenes,
back.
We've seen him before. Coutinho knows his
Yeah.
reactions here.
Gets pushed
Early
off.
exchange
Stun
between
goes in
Coutinho
for
and
him to
Chesky, but
duel.
commitment on the swing. Didn't
And
expect
yeah,
that. Coutinho goes
that's
around,
good.
finds
They actually
Shin,
managed
which
to
is a
kill him,
problem.
so
They
now they
lose
create double
out
question mark in
on
terms of the
that
pressure
element, but
here.
the sights on the other side
Yeah, and they
again.
just
It's
overwhelm
all a
over
bit of a
towards
bait and a
him.
ruse, and it's worked once more, and even better than ever. They've got the plant down. They've got full site control here, and those rotations are still a mile away. They got a late mid lurk as well coming in. We've got a
It's
little
just
bit
so
of layering to
good,
this
this
one.
wall.
Nuki
If
still
he
gonna be
goes
doing damage,
spawn,
though.
they
That's
can get the
Magnum
red
gone. I was looking at
res.
Martin to see if he was deciding
And
to maybe pressure
that kind of means the
But now with
K-Corp
that
need to
wall
go
in play,
aggro with
denies
this
a little
one.
bit of that option. Recongregating around towards CT though. GIANTX are being
I think they
halted.
just used a
They
lot of
can't
their
quite
util for
progress,
this, and yeah, they
there's the
realize
ult
here
being
comes the
considered.
double swing.
This is huge, but it forces a fight.
Really nicely done. Great understanding of what was going to go on here.
I'm getting a little nervous, Josh. A little bit, tiny little bit nervous. How's the money?
Interesting.
Still good?
No, I think they do one light buy and then they
7,
buy out the next
down
couple
to
rounds.
3.
But honestly, like I thought, okay, 12-6. They're not afraid to.
And
do
they
these gambles.
actually
Cool, they're
pushed
doing,
back
like,
the
this
guy
2
over
top
towards
mid,
A,
3
and we
on
got the
A.
trade
They're
on
not
him.
afraid to just like take this gamble, close it out. They lose a couple rounds and they go into the standard setup, and they're giving so much space. Their Omen is the only person between the enemy and B, and he's pulling out his hands to throw his smoke across the map to A lobby control. He stops watching.
Yeah, this camera is
Sage
so
wasn't
strong.
watching
It's
markets. Like, there's
so
many
hard
gaps
to
right
see, and you
now
can see a
because
little
they
bit of
don't
a
have
push down over
Sentinel,
towards
and they're
middle.
playing this, like,
Can't see
super
this push
spread
though.
1-1-1-3 setup. They need to like do something.
This
more
one, just a
together
low by
where they
Sheriffs,
actually
and
try
this
to
guy
control
has
the-
no idea, and this could be... Oh man.
Is he going to get timed himself though? Did they hear something?
Yeah,
They must have heard a step.
the camera must have.
Yeah,
right?
something's been seen. Redgar is very
He had to have been seen on the
Cam
camera.
radar?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the camera's just around the corner, so
So,
it's
like,
definitely seen.
Was someone going to cover him if the peak came from Redgar? I'm not sure.
Not particularly certain on this. Again, this is around with Sheriffs, so this
Why no
is
TP
more
out?
than
I mean, he
likely
was so
gonna
sure that he
protect Bob, and
wasn't
as we-
seen by
at
anything.
least
He
to
didn't
my
see the
mind,
camera.
That is when I do hit the panic button slightly, but for now, if you're looking for Cloud and Coutinho, silver linings for them, you are looking towards building that ult. If they can maybe get another step closer here, potentially, that would be ideal. Not going to have an opportunity for Coutinho, really, to build much more than is given, but as it stands, Cloud's got his ready to go for when is required. This would take quite a monumental climb, but Cloud does have a rifle as well. Does he get the chance to use it? No, he absolutely doesn't. Nuki now, 1v3. All right, that's a shot.
Oh,
You're
wait,
going to make him sweat here, Nuki.
guys.
They can work for their dinner. They got to
Guys?
get a move on. Nuki is going to make this one painful, give himself a chance. Oh, the chance.
Guys?
There is something about this man that is always so dangerous. But time is running low. Magnum's patience is being tested, and he's done
my
perfectly
goodness.
well in the end. Got a little bit scary there.
Got crazy
Again, they
scary.
survived.
That was really
They
close.
survive to fight another day. 2 more rounds they have to come back. They do have the thrash back on narrate. It's going to be interesting to see if they do this 4-man B hit again, or if they're going to use it. They know that
Okay,
GIANTX,
yeah.
they get the raise on the aggressive A line.
That's so
If they
funny to
set
see from that
raise up on
POV.
this
Watch it from
A-line
Redgar's
and
POV. We're
run
like,
down,
actually,
and you do the
looks
thrash
pretty
and run
good
up
here.
behind it. Are you able to catch that? There's the I saw the pings on the map. They know about the Omen Flash. They're talking about this Omen Flash. They're actually changing their setup for the first time right now. They're reading
7 down
Fade.
to
The last time
2?
they had
Like,
Flash,
this
they went
is...
B with it. Let's do this like aggressive.
What
B
ults have
play
they
for
got?
Keeper or
Fade
something
ult,
like that.
2 away from...
That early fight,
I
that
mean, yeah,
early-
okay.
This is, again, this
They're
is just
pretty
kind of
close.
setting
1 away from Raze
expectation,
ult,
going
2
through
away
the
from
protocol list.
Breach ult.
No one there to fight out A this time, though. That is surely
They break
gonna
the
be at least
wall and they have A
red
control.
alert, but
Over,
it's gonna
okay,
be
this is a nice
curious
change
that
up
no
from
one is there to
Giants, though.
challenge this. We've seen
They're
the
kind of
summer
setting up
protocol
the
list
Raze
from
now over
GIANTX when it
towards
comes to
B.
their kind of control towards A.
And we have no
Somebody
trip
over the Fade
here.
utility comes in, a little bit of a scrap from Fatinho. None of that this time, so it's different. This is going to be surely catching them out. And Nuki,
Why?
He goes searching. The person,
Your team's
the
all
person
way
who can
through
get
B. They have
info.
all the info here. Your
Yeah,
teammates have a
the
set
person who can get info
on
for
mid.
him is
They
over
broke the
towards
Sage wall.
A.
You know
Sorry, over
that
towards
they're
B.
towards A. They have to be there. There's
Ult
no
goes
other
in
place
as
they
well.
could
They
be.
see there's only one over towards the site. They can just send it in. They want to secure it with the ult here.
Narrate wants to kind of
They
turn
know
those
it's the
screws
big
as well,
buy.
get
They
that
know the
pressure
money's
building
going to be a little
towards
bit
CT,
wrecked
secure
after
that
this.
space. Smoke goes up as well. That's going to be deep down
No
towards that
flank
CT
coming
side
in.
to facilitate this plant safely. And if you're Carmine Corey,
Risky.
you're starting to smile a little bit here. You're starting to feel out this game because you just got yourself
Gets
a plant
away with it.
safe on
He's
the
out of
side.
there.
You've
Gets
got
his
good
ult in
control.
6
No
seconds.
lurk's going to be coming in, but that's fine. They can kind of dig their heels in a little bit because they've got utility. But there's a counter flood. Redguard just walks out, takes down one, but a quick trade out. Coutinho falls, and he's
Guys.
stuck on the side. He can't
Guys, someone
do a
swing
thing
that.
about it.
No,
Martin
it's
can't
criminal.
punish, but he knows where they are. This
Criminal.
is the issue. They are running out of time and they're running out of bodies. Redguard is doing everything this man possibly can. Hoodie in unison. There's still a chance.
Still sticking
Redguard,
it.
He's not
Done.
stopping the defuse.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
are
a
you
devastating
kidding me?
round. Imagine being the guy who's
Wow,
detained
that
on
was
site, just
actually
thinking, well, I'm
so
done.
much trust
And you're just
in
out.
Hoodie. You
You're
got
just
me,
out
right?
there chilling.
Yeah, you got me. I'm sticking this defuse. You're gonna multi-frag. So much respect there. Hoodie with so many big moments.
Yeah,
for his
Hoodie-
team.
Hoodie
Maybe
and
not
Cloud
even, like,
were
showing up.
Really good here.
I mean,
And
Cloud was the other person that was doing that.
KCORP
So,
were just a
it
little
was
bit
it was a little bit of a
off in
team
terms
effort
of being
there.
late
I
to
honestly
pushing the
thought
person back
there was
from
a
A
real chance
on
Carmine Corp could have
their
actually taken this to overtime.
their attack.
I wish they played that
And then on
comp
their
a little
defense,
bit
they were just
better,
too
a little bit
passive.
slower, played a little